Good afternoon, pre-algebra students. It's Mr. Elting here with you once again, and we are going to talk about a problem that was pretty challenging on your homework. This is number 7, and it reads 3x plus y divided by, I should say the quantity, divided by c is equal to 4. Now, even if you didn't do this homework problem, you decided to do the evens, and maybe you're struggling, watch through this video. Maybe you'll pick up a trick or two that will help you with the problem that you're struggling with. The first thing I see here, oh, by the way, we're solving for c. The first thing I see is c, the variable, is way down here at the bottom of our equation. It's in the denominator, and that's sort of a problem. And if it helps you, think of it like this. I'm just going to change this equation to illustrate something for us. If I tried 2 divided by c equals 4, and I wanted to solve this equation, I can't just get rid of this 2 because I'm still left with c at the bottom of my fraction. I want the c to be out here by itself, not in a fraction. So I'm going to have to get rid of it somehow. I'm going to have to get it out of the fraction. And so the way we'll do that in this problem is to invert it. We're going to do the inverse of divide by c. We're going to multiply. So what this essentially does is it moves c to the other side of our equation. And so c times c, that cancels, and we're left with, on the other side, 3x plus y equal to 4 times c, which, by the way, is just 4c. Now, from this point, this actually gets pretty easy because I want to get rid of the 4. So again, it works. Don't worry about the variables over here. Assume that they're numbers. Pretend they're numbers. How would you solve this even if there weren't other variables? Well, you're multiplying these two. The inverse of multiplying is dividing. So we divide by 4. We do to one side, we do to the other, and so we end up getting 3x plus y divided by 4 is equal to c. And so in the end, we find out what c is, even though we can't simplify this, and that's exactly what we're looking for. That is the right answer. My advice to you, if you're struggling with this, if you're having trouble, turn all of the other variables into numbers, and then when you get to the end of your problem, turn them back into variables. So in this one, I could have pretended that maybe x was 2 and y was 1. And what that would have looked like, if x was 2 and y was 1, I would have, again, multiplied both sides by c. And in the end, I would have gotten, 3 times 2 plus 1, which makes sense to us, right? We can divide that by 4. But in the end, I would have just changed these back. Changed the 2 back to x, changed the 1 back to y, and voila, we have our equation. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to make another video for another problem, or just to answer a question via email. Please be sure if you ask a question, use an email that you can actually use. Don't use your school email. I won't be able to email you back. Thanks so much. Hope it's not giving you too much trouble.